Welcome back to Lee's Engine Sheds on this bright sunny day. Now I've been toying with the idea of getting rid of this coaling plant. I'm in two minds. I love this coaling plant because it's handmade, everything has been done from scratch, and it's such a wonderful building, and I just had to include it when I first built the model railway. Now my thinking behind this is that I try to remain true to reality, and this was never at Lee's Engine Shed. So what I'm thinking of doing is removing it and putting in the coaling plant that was originally at Lee's. I don't know whether you want to put any opinions on that or not, but I think it would be probably the right thing to do. Trouble is, now I've got a little bit of time as well to think about it, so I've also got a little bit of time to do it. So I'm going to give it some thought. I mean, the rest of the layout is great, just as I wanted it. So I'm going to just give it a little bit of thought, and if you have any ideas or you know any opinions, please let me know. I think it's something that's maybe got to be done eventually. Here we have a view of the engine shed, which is pre-1955. This is evident because it's got the old roof on there which was replaced in 1955. If you look just to the left of the shed, you can see the coaling stage that was in use at the time. It's got a water tower on top of it. There was a through road which the engines used, and you can see just to the right of the water tower, underneath it there is a tube coming out of the side of the building there. So this is where the engines got watered as well. This view was taken after 1955 because the new roof is on now. You can see one of the roads to the shed has now been removed where the coal wagon is there. That was originally an extra line into the shed. But if you look at the water tower, you'll notice that the tracks have gone now, and the hole that was there for the through road has now been filled in. So that has been bricked up. So obviously it wasn't in use at that time. This is a nice view of a tank engine 40060 going through Lee's, and you'll see that there to the right you can see a nice colour photo of the coaling facilities, obviously after 1955 because it's been boarded up. The road has gone boarded up and the tracks have disappeared. Here's another view of it, and I'm just undecided whether to use this or whether to leave the coaling tower as it is. I would appreciate your comments. Please leave them below and I'll definitely listen to what you've got to say anyway. This is an exceptionally atmospheric photo of the engine shed. You'll notice there that the now disused coaling facilities, which is bricked up underneath the water tower there, has gone. The tracks have gone, but if you look to the left here, you can just see there is a new coaling stage there. When I'm saying new, obviously it's well worn, well used, but you can see the raised track going up to it, and there's a coaling wagon on the road at the moment. And this is the one that I would fancy making if I decide to do away with the other coaling stage that I've got on the railway at the moment. It's not a great view this, but it's the only photo I've been able to find of the, I'm going to call it a new coaling stage because it's replaced the one with the through road. But it'll show you it's a very sparse cover, which obviously it would have been terrible working under those conditions, but there is a buffer at the end of it too. So if I'm going to replace it, this is the one I'm going to use. This is not a great shot, but it's all I've been able to find. But it clearly shows there the steps up to the back, take you into the coaling tower, and it shows you the chute coming out of the side. Now there is a structure on top of the water tower, and I have no idea what that is. So if you know, could you please put a comment down below and let me know what it is. I'd like to include it, but it would be nice to know what it is. Now that's the decision I've got to make. Do I stick with what I've got, or do I throw it all away and start afresh and build it as it should be?